me move this mic stand so you can see me. I'm just hoping this stage is big enough for my brand of physical comedy. I get real nervous when I get on stage. I was told it could add a couple 100 pounds to the way I look. No? Shit. I like to get nice and amped up before I go on. I go into the bathroom and I blow a line of Oreos off the toilet seat. Then I rub the crumbs on my gums just for that extra bump of awesomeness. On a serious note, I haven't gained weight since I was like 16. I step on the scale, bam, shoots up to 300 pounds and stops every time, so I'm doing all right. I was doing cooking a meal for like 80 people, and they sent me to Man's Orchard to get dessert. So I went in there and I'm loading up the carriage with pies. I got like 12 pies. And this lady's looking at me, she's like, with disgust. I'm like, really? You really think I'm gonna eat 12 pies? 10 maybe, but like 12 is just pushing it. And so I'm kind of pissed off, so I walk by her, I'm like, well, I hope this gets me through the Sex and the City marathon tonight. Oh, I'm such a Samantha. No, if you couldn't tell, I am really into fitness. I too bought a shake weight, and no, it's great. The only thing is, my right arm has way more stamina than my left arm. Probably because it's been working out since it was like 13, daily. No, it's really ingenious. They looked at America, and they're like, wow, there's really not a lot of out-of-shape gay guys. So they created a product that mimics the motion of the gay guy. And I'll tell you, it works. In the spring, they have this new product coming out. It's called the Shake Weight Protein Shot. And after you work out, you just squeeze and shoot it in the back of your throat, and it helps your recovery time. It's wonderful. It's kind of salty, though. I went there. My dating life's been kind of slow lately, ever since they shut down that section of Craigslist. I find myself looking for masseuses that work in the 15-minute range. You know, that's all I can afford. I'm kind of a creep, really. I see these things on Facebook. If you invite like 30 friends and you do this, then you can find out what people do on your Facebook page, and I get terrified. That's the last thing I need is for girls to be like, Mike, why were you looking at my Cancun spring break pictures for 3 minutes and 37 seconds? And I'm like, well, you had too much clothes on. That's how long it took me to finish. On a serious note, though, my computer got AIDS last weekend from all the dirty websites I go to. And I took it to Best Buy, to the Geek Squad, and the guy looks at me and he shakes his head, because apparently the only thing that remained on it was my internet history. And he goes, dude, you need a social life. And I'm like, well, maybe I do, when a guy with geek in his job title is telling me I need a life. So Christmas was just coming up, and my buddy Juan was telling me he wanted to get his mom a present, and she wanted a facial for Christmas. He's like, yeah, man, it's $75. And I was being a good guy. I was like, dude, I'll give your mom a facial for free. I do it all the time. They never really appreciate it, though. I never seen any girl ask for it. I'm like, next time I do it, I'm gonna fucking be like, hey, that's $75. Appreciate it. All right? It's good for the skin. I'm gonna finish up. I'm getting older. I'm coming up on the big 3-0. So I came up with a survey, thank you, to judge where I am in my life compared to other people. So I'm going to read some questions and see where you guys are on playing with me or where the other way around. All right. Have you ever been running errands and got the sudden thought, man, how fast can I get this done? Because I really want to go home and jerk off. Anyone? All right. Have you ever sniffed a chair that a hot girl was sitting in because you thought it was less weird than just walking up and sniffing her? Have you ever done the math to calculate how little money it would actually take for you to blow a guy? You know, because if you say, oh, like I'd do it for $1 million maybe, it's really not that much money nowadays. Have you ever been pulled over for speeding by a cop and lied saying you were speeding because you had to go home and take a shit? Then actually forced yourself to shit your pants to make your lie more believable? And lastly, you ever been going out to meet friends, but then a Hillary Duff movie came on and you were forced to watch the rest of it? And when you finally showed up where you're supposed to be a couple hours later, the only thing you could come up with is, well, I felt like jerking off before I left because it was partially true. And that's my time. Thank you.
Mike LaPlante, he's a funny motherfucker right there.
Hey, Mikey.
Thank you, Mike. Oh, I brought the list up with me. And put a check plus next to you, Mike. Alright. I got nothing. I'm just checking. Just checking on everybody. How you guys back there? Good? You guys are good. You guys cleaned up your shit too. Everyone's hungry in this fucking place tonight. Alright. Alright, I'll stop there. No one's laughing at me anymore. So anyways, I got this single friend, right? And I always wondered why he was single, because he's 40 and he's single, so I figured, man, I'm gonna go and hang out, I'm gonna like make pretend I can pick up bitches tonight, I'm gonna be like the single guy, right? So I go and hang out with him one night and I figured out why he was single is because he was wearing an I Love Camel Toe t-shirt while wearing Crocs. Talking to some chick. Yeah. So, my wife, people got these signs, my wife has these signs that she hangs up in the house, you know, it's like good friends, good food, good times, you know, love, live, life, all this stupid bullshit nobody actually believes. You just fucking buy it for $40 at the gay store and you bring it up in your kitchen. But my wife bought a sign the other day for the bedroom. It says, no head, no sex, no time. Alright, I'm gonna bring up your next caller. Let's see who it is. Let's see if I pronounce this right, because no one comes up to me and tells me their names and sign the list expecting me to be a freaking miracle worker. So let's hear it for Peter Roger. Yeah. Alright, fuck it. Thanks, Peter.